In my last few videos, I have been sharing with you the different Gitas from different scriptures in Hinduism. And this video is also a continuation of it. The first is Siddha Gita. Siddha Gita comes in Yoga Vasishtha. Some sages, they assembled near the palace of King Janaka of Mithila, and they sang in praise of Brahman and Atma. And that hymn, sage Vasishtha quotes or teaches to Lord Rama. And this comes in Yoga Vasishtha. So that is the Siddha Gita. The next is the Surya Gita. It's the advice given by the eternal Guru Lord Dakshinamurti to Lord Brahma. It comes in Tattva Sharanaya. And it's about Brahman and its manifestation, about this creation. And the next is the Suta Gita. It comes in the Skanda Purana. It's about Brahman and Maya. The next is the Vallabha Gita. Vallabhacharya was a great acharya, one among the 5 main acharyas who propagated the Vaishnava Bhakti tradition in Hinduism. He wrote 16 granthas, which are famously known as the Sodasha granthas. And Vallabha Gita is otherwise known as Sodasha granthas. These 16 verses or hymns are collectively known as Sodasha granthas or Vallabha Gita. Vallabha Gita, it mainly follows non-dualist Shuddha Advaita. Vallabhacharya founded a sect called Pushti sect in Hinduism, which follows Shuddha Advaita. Shuddha Advaita means it's a pure non-dualism. They don't accept the concept of illusion. They don't accept the concept of Maya. What Vallabhacharya says is, or the Pushti sect says is, this creation is the direct or the natural emanation of God. Everything is God. It's not Maya. And every jiva is a part of God. They follow Lord Krishna. They accept Lord Krishna as their main deity. Vallabha Gita was written by Vallabhacharya to address the doubts of his disciples based on the Pushti sect. So that is Vallabha Gita. Then next is the Vasishtha Gita, or famously known as Yoga Vasishtha. This comes in the Uttara Bhaga of Valmiki Ramayana. When Lord Rama was in a dejected state of mind, sage Vasishtha advised this Gita to Lord Rama. It's a very profound work. It's a must-read work. It's a very famous work in Vedanta philosophy. It discusses about Brahman, manifestation, mind, how the mind works, how the mind is the servant of the desires. And all these concepts are very clearly explained in Yoga Vasishtha. It's a famous book with 32,000 verses. So it's the advice given by sage Vasishtha to Lord Rama. The next is the Bibhishana Gita. It comes in the Yuddha Kanda of Ramayana, and it's the advice given by Lord Rama to Bibhishana. One of the questions asked by Bibhishana was, how was it possible for Lord Rama to win over the mighty Ravana? For that, Lord Rama answers that anything with faith, good values and dharma will win at the end. So it's the Bibhishana Gita, advice given by Lord Rama to Bibhishana. The next is the Vidya Gita. It comes in the Tripura Ragasya. Vidya Gita is the story, in the form of a story said by Lord Dattatreya to Lord Parashurama. It says that Vidya, that is the ultimate Devi, she is the ultimate wisdom. And it also explains about Maya and its different manifestations, about Brahman and how Devi, the divine goddess, is Brahman itself. So that is Vidya Gita. And the next is the Vyasa Gita. Vyasa Gita comes in the Brahma Purana. Brahma Purana is the dialogue between Lord Brahma and the many sages, different sages on Mount Meru. To one of the questions to Lord Brahma, one of the sages asked, what is that yoga which relieves the mind from miseries and ultimately leads to liberation? The answer to that question is Vyasa Gita. Then it's also about Brahman Advaita philosophy, Advaita non-dualism, Brahma Vidya only. And the next is the Yamagita. It's the advice given by Agni Deva to sage Vasishta. It comes in the Agni Purana, Vishnu Purana and Nrsimha Purana. It's a very famous work, and Yamagita also tells about Brahman, the concept of Brahman, Maya, the concept of Maya, and how one should relieve from the desires and get liberated. So these are the Gitas from the different scriptures in Hinduism. Other than the famous Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there are nearly more than 60 Gitas from different scriptures. Some of them are from Mahabharata, some of them are from Srimad Bhagavata, some of them are from the different other scriptures, that is the Puranas. So all these mainly talk about Brahman. They are mainly addressed to Brahma Vidya. They are many of them, majority of them are in the form of dialogue between a guru and a Sishya. So all these works are very deep in spiritual knowledge. I have given a very brief gist about all of them. That is their source, their main concept, their main theory, and the teacher, that name of the teacher and the student. So anyone can, if they need, they can trace to these sources and refer these Gitas, so that will improve their spiritual knowledge. So thank you for watching.